last several months. What's Palmer Station again?
The Scientific Research Center.
Oh, yeah. I knew that. That's the southernmost spot that only scientists can go to.
No, you're thinking of the South Pole Station, which is the southernmost spot on the planet. That's where I'm heading after Palmer.
Standing near the dark corner of the Auditorium entrance at the AMC Garden State 16 here at Westfield, just to see the love of my life, Troian Bellisario, as Becky in the new film Where'd You Go, Bernadette? It is so worth it. And coming up, you'll know why I have absolutely no regrets. Welcome! You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Yesterday, Richard Linklater's adaptation of Marla Semple's best-selling novel was released in theaters, Where'd You Go, Bernadette? To summarize, it is a family adventure shrouded by mystery. It has an all-star cast led by the Game Academy Award winner Cate Blanchett, and if you know the full cast, you probably know that there's one person who I'm excited to see the most. Instead of asking Where'd You Go, Bernadette, the question around here is, Where'd you go, Bellisario? As in, Troian Bellisario! My love is back on the big screen! And to celebrate, I have a 4-tier Troian pack for you today. The new guy around here, or should I say the new guys, would be Suits, the 4th season on DVD, purchased for $3.49 and for 50% off. And although I feel that the rest of the items in the slot are not in need of redos because I reviewed them to the best of my ability, we do need to do follow-ups on my Troian Bellisario cutout from Celebrity Cutouts based in London, my Modest DVD which I got off of Amazon, and do a quick and simplified version of the Pretty Little Liars Us Weekly Collectors magazine. So let's get started. Suits Season 4 on DVD, and there's only one person around here that would make me want to watch Suits, Patrick J. Adams. You know who she is. She's very special to you and me.
My fiance and love of my life, Troian Bellisario. She is in episode 413. I, a long time ago, did a guest spot on her show, so I think that the creators of Suits were excited to try and find the right part for her, and they wrote something that was great, so we get to share some camera time in the 13th episode. We had a lot of fun shooting it, and I guess it turns out we have some chemistry, so I think that's great.
Oh, I call it more than great. All 16 episodes of the 4th season of USA Network's hit legal drama Suits, which is now in its final season, on DVD. In the high-stakes legal world, contentment doesn't last long, though Mike, Patrick J. Adams of Lost, also Troian's husband, has officially left Pierce Inspector in favor of a cutthroat investment firm, temporarily placating the pressure covering his elaborate lie. All is not well. Harvey, played by Gabriel Macht, and Mike quickly find themselves on opposite sides of an intense takeover battle. And with the SEC's further advances on Pierce Inspector increasing in severity, Mike and Rachel's relationship facing the ultimate test, and Jessica's impossibility being questioned, personal and professional boundaries are crossed by all. But just when all the pieces begin to fall into place, an innocent conversation between Lewis, played by Rick Hoffman, with a weird-looking face, but he nails his role quite well, and Mike leads to a potentially lethal revelation. Watch every episode of your favorite legal drama that, like a good lawyer, will never lose its appeal, back-to-back and uninterrupted. Bonus features include deleted scenes, a gag reel, and one featurette, Suits Recruits, The Paper Trail. Running time, 11 hours and 35 minutes, and it has English subtitles. Once again, 413, that would be disc 4, is where you will find Troian, the episode Fork in the Road. It is a flashback/road trip episode. Troian is mainly in the flashback scenes as Claire Bowden, a legal intern and one of the former love interests of Mike Ross. It was a mutual attraction at first before Mike took a cue from his then-fiancé's show and lied in the name of love. You should never do that, especially when you're not in Rosewood. Anyway, her flashback scenes are sporadically placed throughout, so you get a bit of Troian here and there, enough screen time for her. The episode as a whole was lovely. Troy was particularly lovely. Claire Bowden is the type of legal intern and the type of woman that makes you want to work for your pay to woo her. Now, I've seen my fair share of sly-talking prosecutors and DAs on Law & Order SVU, which is the supreme legal drama in this house on my channel. But I think having a whole new twist on the legal drama which Suits provides is kind of refreshing. I see a lot of sly-talking and soberly dressed, to boot, defense attorneys, mainly in Suits. I'm not rating Suits as a whole because I need more time to get acquainted to it, but I will say that if anyone can hold a candle to Troian Bellisario, Meghan Markle, Sarah Rafferty, Gina Torres, all babes. But none of them hold a candle to my baby boo. If anything, Meghan Markle might by a notch because, well, Duchess of Suchess. But that has no bearing on the matter. Another episode with her in it is Season 5, Mea Culpa, which I'm looking forward to getting if I ever find it at the thrift store. But for now, I'm not rating Suits as a whole again, but as far as Troy's performance goes, she was flawless, Claire Bowden's flawless, I love her to death. Now I gotta find Season 5, Mea Culpa. She was softly dressed in it, and I bet her performance will be equally sharp as attack. Anyway, we move on to the follow-ups. First, Martyrs. I got this off of Amazon. It is an American remake of a French-Canadian psychological horror film. This remake received lackluster reviews, and for good reason. Troian was flippity-floppity throughout, and the whole movie was uneven. Everyone could have done better, especially the love of my life. She wasn't really 100% committed to playing Lucy. I'm not going to get into detail on Martyrs too much. Again, I'll leave that and the other original reviews for these two items in the description below. But after seeing it again, I realized that it does not hold up well on its own merits or even compared to the original film. I will say that it's not terrible, but it is definitely more than halfway decent. It's not spectacular, but my revised rating for Martyrs is 3.5 out of 5. When nothing else will do and you're desperate for a decent horror film, pick up Martyrs, the American remake, or maybe if you've seen the original film, let me know in the comments because that does not have an English voice dub. And now for a follow-up with my Troian cutout from Celebrity Cutouts. I've had this for well over a year now, and it has lost some of its luster through time. Part of the middle right here, the support beam here, has fallen off. I have tape to hold it together. And on the back here, the flap, which holds everything together and holds the support beam here on the back in place, is permanently disfigured. Plus, it's grungy. It's not even a word, grungy. It's grimy and dingy. There you go. Grimy and dingy on the back. By the way, just so you know that she is real, that this is a real cutout of Troian Bellisario. This is footage of her signing autographs in this same ensemble. Same dress and same leggings. Take a look. The love of my life. It's real, and it's been my travel buddy for well over a year, but it has really deteriorated through time. So my revised rating will be the same as Martyrs, which is a 3.5 out of 5. Don't get me wrong, as long as it's in one piece and, well, still leaning on something because this can no longer stand up on its own, I'm never throwing this out or giving it away. I paid $30 for this. The exact price, if you want to know, you gotta watch. Link in the description for my unboxing and review. Be warned, a fair amount of fanboying in that one. My Troian cutout is very special to me. It's been traveling with me for over a year all across the Garden State, and it is the talk of wherever I take her to. So yeah, she can draw up some envy. And finally, a quick and simplified version of my Pretty Little Liars on Strictly Collectors mag. If you're looking for the full review, I went over this mag in exhaustive detail. Page by page, cover to cover, poster by poster even. And yeah, there are a lot of posters in here. So check the link in the description for my Pretty Little Liars the Perfectionist live celebration broadcast, where I review this and written by. It is the Writers Guild of America Western Division's bi-monthly publication, and on the cover of that particular issue is Marlene King, the boss babe of PLL. If you want a quick and simplified version, here we go. And who are we going to focus on? Do you really need to ask that question? Come on. Spencer Jill Hastings. And you get a lot in this magazine. This is Spencer's room. Just like Spencer, it's all in the details. Says Marlene King, equestrian awards, design books, and romantic touches. You see so much of her in this room. For us Bellisarians, there's a lot of Troian content to go around. This is Spencer Hastings Fashion, the modern prepster, and how you can obtain some of her similar fashion pieces on a budget. So you can channel your inner PLL fashionista. Intelligent, independent, and inspired. This type A actress is the first to admit, in my heart, I am Spencer. On screen and off, an overachiever, but I don't think we would want her any other way. This has an in-depth profile on Troian's career, her upbringing, and her various roles that led up to Spencer Hastings. And this goes the same for Say Mitchell, Ashley Benson, and Lucy Hale. You get their styles and their profiles on screen and off. The magazine begins with a rundown of what led up to the second half of Season 3, leading up to Season 4. It closes with a preview of Ravenswood. That would be the Tyler Blackburn-helmed spinoff, the first spinoff for PLO, which received horrible reviews. I'm excited to see it though, because Caleb Rivers is my main dude. He noticed me on Twitter, for crying out loud. I'm not going to get into this too much, but there are plenty of behind-the-scenes photos to kick it off, and a lot of PLL content to savor to your heart's content. So if you want to see my exhaustive page-by-page review of this, check the link in the description, and you'll be happy to know there's also a section on the guys of Rosewood. And a poster for each one of the main love interests. That would be Ian Harding, Keegan Allen, and Tyler Blackburn, Ezra, and Toby, and Caleb. What? No Paige? No Lindsay Shaw? Oh great, I bent this. Sorry, Ezra. And yes, there is a poster of 4 of the main liars, which I should take out soon, but I don't want to damage it. I'm going to need the care of a surgeon to remove these posters and still have them in excellent condition. One fault with this magazine: no mention of the parents, which means you've upsetted me for not mentioning Holly Marie Combs, who is my favorite PLL parent as a whole. I don't care much for the dads. If anything, Emily's dad, Wayne, he's some of the armed forces, he's the most valuable one. But I love Holly Marie Combs. She's Ella Montgomery, Aria's mom. There's no mention of her, no mention of Laura Layton, who plays Ashley Raren, Hannah's mom, no mention of the parents whatsoever. So my rating is the same as it was when I first reviewed it live. 4.5 out of 5. A stronger mention of the parents and more details on Season 4 from Sasha Bitissa and Janelle Paris, and Season 4 confessions, as you saw in this magazine from the 2 of them, Allison and Mona. any more of that, and it would have gotten a 5, but my rating will remain a 4.5. So, out of a possible score of 20, the final total is 16.5 out of 20. I gotta say, it's still pretty damn impressive if you do the math, and it's no secret why. Whether you call her Spencer, whether you call her Claire, whether you call her Lucy, or now Becky in Where to Go Bernadette, or Olivia in Feed, whether she's part of the main cast or the supporting cast, one thing's certain, Troian Bellisario will always be the leader of my heart. I will never, ever stop loving this girl. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side.